Hello, Facebook land. How you doing today? It's Tim Gillette here, and let's see if I can get everything looking pretty, working fine. Can we twist the light any further? Set the microphone up. Make the microphone closer. Goof off a little more. I don't know. Hey, it's Tim Gillette here, and I decided to actually do this today as an announcement, I guess, if you want. I'm going to actually reveal a date, a time, everything that we're going to do this. Lately, I've been watching some of my friends, and for years I did a radio show. We started out on Blog Talk Radio in 2011 or 12, and we went through years of Blog Talk Radio, and then I went over to Star Worldwide Networks, and I was over there with Radio Star and Dave Pratt and Ed Vanderlee, and many of you know many of you know my producer over there was Wendy West, who passed away a year ago, and I just have not been back out on doing a show on a regular basis, and it was something that I looked forward to every week, and it didn't have a purpose back then, and now it has a purpose in my business, and I don't have it. So I decided it's time. It's time to bring a show back to life. And I've been, toying around with the idea for 6 months now, going, okay, what am I going to do as a show? How am I going to do a show? What am I going to do? I've been pulling up videotapes of stuff I have. I've been interviewing some people to put out on the show, and just haven't gotten it launched. And I've been watching some of the people online who've got me going, okay, it's time to get this sucker going. So first of all, I'm going to give some shout outs to some people who have kind of motivated me along the way to go, okay, it's time to do this, Tim. And I'm going to tell you who they are. And some of them that I don't know in person, some I only know from video format and from connecting from Blab World, things like that. But I'm going to give shout outs to them because a lot of them have inspired me lately to go, okay, it's time to get this going. All right, first of all, I'm going to give a shout out to Brian Fanzo. Brian Fanzo and his new thing, all right, just push the damn button, made me think, okay, it's time to push the damn freaking button and start doing this. All right, this show here today is not the Tim Gillette Show. This show here is about what the Tim Gillette Show is going to be. It's time to launch this sucker. And Brian, his new idea of just push the button and go made me go, maybe I'm not pushing my damn button enough and getting out here. So a lot of things are going to be go to get this new Tim Gillette Show up and get it going. Second person I actually want to give a shout out to is Mark K. Mark K, I've been on his list. He's on my list, and we're kind of been connected through Facebook. I've been following him since right around the election time. He used to do something in the political world, but now he's doing something on helping people start a show. And I think his thing is start like 1,000 shows or something. He's trying to help out. So I'm shouting out to Mark K because Mark K, every one of his emails that come to me say, you don't need to build a podcast. You don't need to build a live stream. You don't need to do this. You need to have a show. And he talks about the idea of creating a show and not just pushing a button. So we're taking Brian's idea, pushing a button, and we're going to take Mark's idea and make a show out of this sucker. The next person I want to give a shout out to in the show world, all right, is Jeff Adams. Jeff Adams used to have the Jeff Adams Show, and I think Jeff is relaunching the Jeff Adams Show. All right, I've been following Jeff since the Blab days. All right, and I thought Jeff always had a very interesting show. I know he does an awful lot of stuff now. All right, with Be Live TV and over here on the internet, on Facebook Live. And we are considering putting Be Live as part of the format to put our Tim Gillette Show out. We haven't decided that yet. But I want to give a shout out to Jeff because Jeff has always inspired me in the ways of, okay, go and create a show with your name. His is just like mine. It's a Tim Gillette Show. His is the Jeff Adams Show. All right, and for the longest time, I did not want to put Tim Gillette down, and I think there's a thing on my page that shows the old Tim Gillette Radio Show logo, all right, and that was one of the things. Hey, David, thanks for joining, buddy. Was the old Tim Gillette Radio Show, just putting my name out as a show. I never felt like I should have a show with my name on it. I felt like that was being full of myself, and I needed to have it like the blog and video show or something like that. But no, Jeff Adams has kind of inspired me to be the Tim Gillette Show. So, and stay there, and it was okay, and I thank you, Jeff, for that. The next person I want to give a shout out to is Mr. Roberto Blake. I have recently started trying to build up more of my YouTube and organize my YouTube because of Roberto. I met Roberto on Blab. He is a very, very smart and intelligent man when it comes to using YouTube in your business, all right? Yes, we've taken the blog world and we're combining the blog and video world together, all right, at my event in November, Blog and Video Con. And, part of that is because of connecting and following and watching Roberto Blake over the years. I met him on Blab. All right, got connected to him. I watch a lot of his stuff on Facebook, see a lot of his YouTube videos. So I'm really catching up with this guy. And he has kind of motivated me to go, okay, I need to have a stronger presence on YouTube. All right, it's not just Facebook I need to be on. It's not just Twitter, not just my blog, but I need to use YouTube as a repurposing point, all right, to have all the videos for my business. Thank you, Roberto. Next thing I'm going to connect out to and give a shout out to is I just recently connected to him on Facebook. I've been watching him, following him for years. Looking forward to meeting a lot of these people I'm talking about in the video world are going to be speaking at Jeremy Vest's conference here, Video Marketing World here in Dallas at the end of August, and I'm one of the sponsors over there, and so looking forward to meeting this guy, and that's Owen Video. Owen, I know it's not your last name, but I know it's what everybody calls you, Owen Video. And Owen is just one of the most liveliest people I see get on a video, all right? And he's inspired me because this idea of let's just turn on the camera and talk to it like this. No, Owen brings this sucker to life, all right? And that's what I want. He's an inspiration for me, and I want to bring this sucker to life. No longer do I want to just make this as Tim standing here talking to you like he did. So he's got me inspired to make this a show, all right? It's got different segments and stuff into it, different parts and pieces to it, as well as the interviewing part of it. But he's actually got me going and thinking, okay, about outside of this thing here, how can I bring this show all the way out here in to you guys on the web? So thank you, Owen. The next person I want to give a shout out to, all right, I've known him from my Blab days, all right. He hosted, and I think there's still a YouTube video of him hosting my old radio show, and that was Jonathan Tripp, all right. Hey, Julia. Jonathan Tripp, all right, was my hugest inspiration on Blab. Jonathan started out doing a daily show, and then he went to a weekly show, and I think he's still doing a show in his Live Nation, all right, and originally it was like a Blab Nation type thing, and he put this whole persona and organization and community around his show, and it became so cool to be part of Jonathan Tripp's world and what he created online every day. All right, and I couldn't wait to watch. If I didn't watch it live, I watched the replay every day. And when he was on Blab, I wanted to try to get in every day. He just made me want to go in there. All right, so I give a shout out to Jonathan Tripp. And lastly on this list, all right, I've got to give credit to. I got to give credit to Craig Duswalt. Craig Duswalt, all right, one of the very reasons I'm in this space, online blogging and video, all right, is Craig Duswalt. Craig Duswalt has always said, is one of the opening things that I've actually heard Craig say, is set a date and then make it happen. All right, and that's what we're going to do on this show today. We are actually going to set the date, and I don't even know it yet. We're going to pull the calendar up here in a couple of minutes, and I'm going to pick the date, and I'm going to have some of you guys go, yay, nay, whatever. All right, and I'm going to set the date live. You're watching me set the date on here, and it will be put in the comments after I pick it. I've not picked it yet. So let's read some of these comments here. Patrick. All right, I was over at Pat Johnson. Pat Johnson's helped me do all of my, doing all my audio video for my new house, which, by the way, this new show will be in the new studio at the new house. So, and Pat's helping me set that up. So, great job. My tech friend needs to charge the lighting coming from the left side. It's pixel blocking. Okay. Some of the stuff in the lighting is not right, and that's because this studio here is I'm working off a little light, and I wish I could show you what the light looks like, but if I took it off the clip off the back here, it's a tiny little light about this big around, and that's my lighting. This is not set up to do video the way I wanted it to do, and it will be set up to be able to do this as a video show, all right, as well as doing this as an audio show. It'll be put out in audio format, video format, YouTube, and it's going to be on my blog. So with that, we're going to do all the shout-outs because, one of the things Craig Duswalt taught me is you got to set a date. Now, not that any of those people that I have just mentioned, I am not in their coaching programs. I'm not paid for their. I'm not paid for endorsements. I'm not paying to endorse them. All right, they are just people who have inspired me. One of the very things I learned about doing things over the years was I had someone last year actually tell people that. Someone tell somebody that they were doing something that I would never tell people to do. And they told everybody, well, I tell everybody you're my coach. And I'm like, don't tell people I'm your coach if that's the things you're doing online. because I would tell my clients not to do that. So please don't confuse that process. So I'm not endorsing any of these people and saying, hey, yeah, I'm in their coaching program or anything like that. I am in Craig Duswalt's program, all right, as many of you know, and I've been working with Craig Duswalt for close to 6 years now. So I want to give special thanks to those people who've helped me get this far in my network, all right? And that is, I got to really thank the guys over at Star Worldwide Networks. I would not be trying to produce a quality show and putting together a studio if it wasn't for Ed Vanderlee and Dave Pratt. Those two guys are great. They've been cool to me. They've been awesome to me, all right? And they've been friends with me, and literally I consider them friends, all right? And I know that I can pick up my phone, which is attached over here recording something else, and call them if I need advice. And I want to thank them for my years on Star Worldwide Network and for the time that we spent over there. And, hey, guys, it was really nice to have them. It was really nice to be on their network and be a part of their family for the times that we were. But now that the tools are out there, we're going to be building I'm going to be building a show that is all done by me, all done in my studio, building a studio for it. Actually, my office is going to be built out as a studio to be able to do the show, be doing interviews, things like that. So basically, I've learned through them that right now is one of the things in my life. In 2016, I stopped doing the show because the show didn't have a direct purpose coming back to my business. All right, and it was one of those things I love to do, but I did not have a system that worked around building my business. Now, I've taken a couple years off from doing radio shows and podcasts, and I do weekly stuff that is all for my clients on training. And if you're not in my training things, all right, it's what the nottompetty.com website is up there for today, nottompetty.com. You can sign up to get on the training list. I do video trainings for blogging and video, all right, but I don't do them for the masses. I don't do a big advertising webinar series. You've got to be on the list to get an invite to come to the weekly thing. So if you're not on that list, go to nottompetty.com, all right, and get your name on that list and get invites to come to that. So it's time to get back into a routine. It's time to become a broadcaster once again. The idea behind this is going to be the Tim Gillette radio show. It's time, our Tim Gillette show, not going to be the radio show anymore because it's not a radio show. It's a show. All right, it's going to be video. All right, sometimes it's going to have segments. The interview segments sometimes are going to be brought in from outside because I interview a lot of people when I go to conferences and stuff, and I just sit down with a camera and interview them side by side, and I sit in a chair and we ask a couple questions, and that's going to be that may be part of the interview every time we do it because I have tons of them from over the years, just meeting people at conferences, taking a camera, setting it up, and doing 5 minutes worth of interviews with them, and that's going to be part of my radio show. So I want to make it a radio show. I want to make it a podcast. I want to make it a video show. I want to make it fun. I want to make it business. I want to make it blogging. I want to make it video. I want to make it, most of all, Tim Gillette. So that's it. One of the things, as many of you know, I've learned from Zig Ziglar over the years was got to be me. All right? And the whole idea behind this is being me. So with that being said, the format, I don't have the format fully down, but it's going to have some guests onto it. All right? We will have a page up in the next 24 hours at timgilletteshow.com where basically you can go in and apply to be on the show, all right, to be interviewed. All right, I know they're only going to be like 10 to 15 minute interview spots on the show. So it's not like a full hour. It's just coming in. If you're going to be doing something to promote your business, to be part of our show, you can go in and apply to be on the show. All right, and we'll have a form set up. You'll be able to go to timgilletteshow.com. We'll actually click and have a button onto it for you to click and fill out an application real quick so we got information and we'll check back with you. And the application is not just you signing up for my list. The application is for you to be on there. It's not going to be a list sign up. It's going to be nothing more than an application or a form. We will have different segments on the show. I want to have different fun things I do. All right, I'm going to implement my life. Right now, I'm doing a lot of neat little live videos about rebuilding our condo that we bought to live in. And I do those videos. I did a couple small videos last year when I did the renovation to our rental condo. I like to do videos about my barbecue. like to do photos about my barbecue, like to do photos and video about me making my barbecue sauce. It's things I like to do. All right, and it's things we're teaching in the blogging and VideoCon. We're teaching people how to take what you love to do and incorporate it in with your business to help grow your brand. So I'm going to do segments on things like that, where we're going to have segments of me maybe doing some cooking or something like that. Yeah, me cooking. With a grill, of course, because I have a grill now. I got a big grill over there. I can't even reach both sides of it with my hands. That's how long it is. So it's got 6 burners onto it, and I can cook some mean ribs, steak. I did some chicken the other night onto it. It's kick-ass. Anyway, yes, I will be taking all of my shows and implementing into the blog posts. All right, it's part of the system we teach that we'll be teaching here at Blog and VideoCon, is how to make videos, how to use live stream videos, how to create a show and then put it through and use blogging, all right, as your format. So basically, you're putting out videos. When you create a show, you create a video, you create a audio feature to it that goes out in a podcast format. You create the video format, put it up on your YouTube channel, put them both on your blog posts, all right, and then you segment the blog posts so that it can be a separate thing on your blog of using your show. And we'll talk all about how to do that, all right, at the conference. All right, so let's do all that. We got all that done, all right. I've only got a few people here who are watching live. That's my number here. And at least just a couple of you watching live. So if you catch this on the replay, all right, just put hashtag replay and go do everything we got. But if you're catching this live, all right, which I thank you, all those people I see who are live. I know David Adolphson was in here, childhood friend David Adolphson. Julia Hall, I love you. That girl's from California. Frazier from all the way over across the pond over there, my friend. Good to see you. Of course, my friend Pat Johnson's in here. All right, and I know I think I see my mom pop in a little bit ago. Great friends who are all coming in here. All right, to do this. So let's go to the calendar and pick a date. See, I got to actually do this because it's got to be in a place where it's going to be in my new studio. So we're going to be, launch date is going to be somewhere in August. And I'm trying to decide, should I do it on a Wednesday or a Friday or a Thursday? All right, it's going to launch the same day every week. Sometimes it'll be recorded live. Sometimes it will be pre-recorded. So let's see what dates work. The 3rd, can't do it on the 3rd because I'm going to be over there. Wednesday the 1st, I'll be moving in, so I can't really be doing that. The 8th, the 10th. I think we're going to go with August 17th. August 17th is a Friday. Already, we're going to put that down in the comment section. So someone want to verify that. Tim said August 17th. August 17th. I actually had to write that down there. I didn't have it written down. You guys, I know some of you think I had it written down. I don't. So August 17th. Launch date, Tim Gillette Radio Show. TimGilletteRadioShow.com will be up in 24 hours. I'll have it up so that you can go on and apply. So if you're watching this today, it's 4:25 Central Time on June 28th. So by this time tomorrow, on June 29th, or even though tomorrow I'll be over at the social media day over here in Dallas, June 29th, I will have a page up at TimGilletteShow.com where you can actually click in, all right, and apply to be on the show, be one of our guests, all right. And I'm telling you, there's going to be probably 2 guest slots because I'll probably get 2 on each show, 2 guest slots. So if you're smart, you'll be putting that on your note to check that site back in the next couple hours. Or if you're really, really smart, you'll send me an email and say, I want to be the first person to be interviewed. So who's going to be the first to be interviewed? That's why. Hopefully someone who's seen this broadcast goes, I'm going to be the first person to be interviewed on the new Tim Gillette Show, and they are going to click over there and go. Over the years, I've done a lot of firsts, all right, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell you what my neat firsts have been. When I did my first radio show on Blog Talk Radio, my high school and high school, one of my best friends from high school was Kevin Dunn, all right, and Kevin is known as Tiki Kev, all right. He's got a huge tiki bar building business all over America. He builds tiki bars, for backyards, for, fancy party things and all that stuff. And Kevin was my first guest ever on my radio show. When we relaunched and we did the Tim Gillette Radio Show on Radio Star Networks, and I think it was called Rockstar Radio Network back then, All right, when we launched on there, we did it, and everything we had everybody call in who knew me. All right, now the new show. All right, I'm not sure if we're going to be doing call-in stuff because we may be recording more than live, and it won't be 100% live. Is why we're going to do is 2 guests. So I know there's going to be 2 guests, and you can be one of the first 2 guests. So go to timgilletteshow.com. All right, the site will be up tomorrow. There'll be a link that you can click, fill out the information about it, or email me at info@timgillette.com, and we will get you up to maybe be one of the first people to be interviewed on our new show. So that's what we're going to do. That's the whole thing. A couple things I'll just close out with here today is, guys, if you're not on my list, go to Tim Gillette, go to nottompetty.com or rockaroundyourblog.com. Get on the list so you really get the updates of when this is going to happen, because I'll be sending this out to my list saying, hey, when we're launching. All right. If you're not part of blogandvideocon.com, go to there, get your ticket to be at our blog and video event. All right. Those people who buy tickets to that, we have a package that's coming up on that. Where basically you can buy a package and be interviewed on the show as well as interviewed on the stage at the event. Go to rockaroundyourblog.com, all right, and sign up for our email list. Be watching for the timgilletteshow.com website to be coming up so that you can get your name on the list. That's all I got for today, guys. All right, I know it went a little longer than I was expecting to go. All right, but I got to do these videos on a regular basis. My coach is riding my butt, says you got to be doing videos, Tim. You got to be doing videos, Tim. You got to be doing videos, Tim. All right, some of you know what that sounds like if you have a broken record. Some of you know what that sounds like if it has a broken record. Yeah, okay. Some of you got one, and some of you are still trying to figure out what I mean. Some of you younger kids. Anyway, I look forward to doing this. This is something that it's time for me to get out and do. The Tim Gillette Radio Show, our Tim Gillette Show, is now going to be a new show. All right, it's going to be something innovative, something me, something you, something fascinating, something blogging, something video, and a whole lot of fun. So, thank you all for sticking around this long. All right, I hope to see you over on the new show when we get launched. We'll still be doing some interesting little videos and tidbits here, but the Tim Gillette Show, we're looking to launch Friday, August 17th, and we'll be doing it every Friday after that. So, go over there and find out more about it. We'll have the subscribe button up soon, so you'll be able to subscribe to the podcast and everything onto it and get it going. I'm Tim Gillette, timgillette.com, nottompetty.com, rockaroundyourblog.com. Yeah, I got a ton of .coms, but anything. You want to see me live, go to blogandvideocon.com, join us at the conference. All right, and I look forward to seeing you there. Talk to you soon, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.